In the frozen silence of Alaska, where nights stretch into weeks, and the wilderness swallows every sound, there is an abandoned radio tower known as KX-11. It was shut down more than 20 years ago. No power, no signal, new life. But one October night, against all logic, it came back to life, and what it broadcast was never meant for the living. Starting with Whispering Wolf. October 12th. Cordova, Alaska. A frozen night, and inside a lonely log cabin, a man sat by the fire. His name was Elias Boone, 52 years old, a retired Air Force radio technician, and on his desk, an old receiver. Most nights, it was nothing but static. But at 11:47 p.m., the silence broke. The frequency 101.1 came alive, not with music, not with news, but with a whisper. At first, Boone thought it was the wind, until the whisper shaped itself into words. It said his name, slowly, clearly, Elias Boone. Boone's heart froze. The voice was a woman's, gentle but cold, like it traveled through ice. He yanked the radio's plug from the wall, but the whisper did not stop. It seeped through the static and spoke again. "You left me." The fire died out. The cabin went dark, and Boone sat trembling. October 13th. By morning, he told himself it was exhaustion, but then others heard it too. Fishermen on the docks, their radios, picking up the same station. Voices they recognized. A dead brother calling their name. Old Coast Guard distress calls from ships that sank long ago. And that night, Boone made a choice. He returned to the tower, KX-11, a station decommissioned since 1991. Its control room burned, power lines cut, abandoned. But as Boone trudged through the snow, he saw it, a faint orange glow pulsing through the broken windows. Inside, the air stank of burned metal and frost. The consoles, covered in dust, still hummed faintly. The main transmitter light blinked alive. Boone froze. There was no generator, no power source at all. Yet the microphone sat on the table, dripping with condensation, as if it had just been used. The radio hissed, and then it whispered again. Not his name this time. It was Vera Caro's. October 14th, 2011. Vera Caro, a mother of 3. Her youngest, Lily, drowned in a river accident 3 years ago. That night, Vera heard the broadcast herself, and the voice was unmistakable. Her daughter's. "Mama," the radio wept. "Come get me. It's so dark." Vera broke. Her family begged her not to believe it. But by midnight, she was gone, out in the snow, walking toward the tower. Search parties combed the valley for 3 days. No footprints beyond the ridge. No sign of struggle. On October 17th, the broadcast changed. It was Vera's voice now. "Mama, come get me." Only this time, it wasn't pleading. It was distorted, stretched, like it was echoing down a long, steel hallway. October 18th, 2011. Cordova panicked. Hunters swore their radios whispered names. Names of people still alive, and days later those people vanished. Zeke Harmon, a logger, disappeared. After telling friends he heard his own voice on 101.1 saying, "I see you." When they found his cabin, the radio sat on the table. Speaker melted, still hissing. Boone, desperate now, took his axe, his tools. He stormed into the snow, cut every cable, smashed the transmitters. Sparks lit the control room. But when the flames died, the signal kept playing. That night in his cabin, the radio turned on by itself. No whispers this time. A countdown. 30, 29, 28. Boone clutched his chest. The voice counting down was his own. When it reached 0, silence. Then screams. Screams Boone swore were his own. Layered, distorted, endless. October 20th, 2011. Boone wrote his last words in a notebook. The station isn't broadcasting. It's pulling. Pulling us in. One by one. Vera, Zeke. I heard my wife last night. She's been dead for 11 years. She told me she's waiting. I don't know if it's hell. Or something worse. But it's not radio. It's a door. That was the last thing Boone ever wrote. When they found his cabin, it was empty. Firewood stacked neatly, coffee mug half full, radio still on, whispering, in a chorus of voices. Too many to count. Aftermath. Authorities sealed the area, called it unsafe, collapsed structures. That was the official story. Boone, Vera, Zeke, all missing. But locals still talk. They say if you drive near Cordova in late October and tune carefully to 1011, you'll hear it. The faint hum. First the static, then breathing, then a voice. A voice you should never hear. Some say it's lost relatives. Some say it's yourself. But everyone agrees on one thing. Once the voice says your name, you never turn the radio off again. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more mysterious and unsolved cases, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for the next chilling tale.